What's up guys, Shadowlaw here. I'm coming to you today with a deck profile on my Masked Hero deck. This deck hit the game hard again with the release of the Hero Strike Structure deck that brought support cards such as Shadow Mist and Darklaw into the hero lineup. And ever since the release of those cards, this deck has been a deck that you really don't want to find yourself up against, especially one card that was released in there, and that is Darklaw. Darklaw is one of the most talked about cards in the current meta. He's kind of starting to fade and die down now, but for a couple months there, he was one of the big cards that people just didn't want to go up against. And he's still really good. People are trying to find ways, to get around him and stuff, and he's really not that hard because of how low his attack is, but the way that the hero deck is being ran it makes him easy to protect. So it's really budget friendly deck. You can pick up 3 structure decks for like $10 a piece and build like 80% of the deck, and then there's like a few other cards you need to pick up and you're pretty much good. And this deck can stand up against last meta and the current meta. I believe this deck will still stay in tier 1 just because of its ability to banish things from the graveyard really quickly. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started on the deck profile. So starting off with the main deck, of course you run 3 Shadow Mist. It's your Stratos replacement. It lets you search out your mass change and also lets you get searches for your elemental hero monsters from your deck. Then I run 2 Bubble Man for special summoning and rank 4 plays. He's the one you're going to probably want to search out most with Shadow Mist effect. Then you run 2 Blaze Man. Basically, when he's summoned, he lets you ditch an elemental hero monster from your deck to the graveyard, and then he copies its attribute. So you're gonna want to ditch your Shadow Mist usually. Let him copy Shadow Mist. Hopefully you have a mass change in your hand. Use mass change on Blaze Man, who is now dark, to get out your Darklaw. You're gonna get Shadow Mist effect when you ditch him to search out another hero monster from your deck. So you're gonna want to get Bubble Man and then do your special summon rank 4 plays, and you can OTK with that. So it's a really good support card that they released. And then you run 1 Alias, the light target, for the Shining and Koga. And that does it for the hero monsters. Moving on to the non-heroes, you run 2 Assault Halberd for special summoning reasons in rank 4 plays. You run 2 Summoner Monk to special summon your Darklaw or special summon your Shadow Mist to get out your Darklaw quick. Same thing with Goblinberg, special summon Shadow Mist to get out Darklaw. Moving on to spells, that does it for the monster lineup. Run 3 E-Call because Road is at 1 now, so you kind of have to run 3 E-Call to keep the consistency going. You run 3 Mass Change because this is your most important spell of the entire deck. This lets you get out your Darklaw, searchable by Shadow Mist, so it just keeps the flow of your deck going. And then you run 3 MST. You really don't want back row on the field when your Darklaw's on the field. You want your Darklaw on the field as long as possible, so you need to run 3 MST. And then I run 2 A Hero Lives. I know there's people out there that are going to be asking why I don't run 3. I did have it at 3, and it got way too cloggy because I really only find myself using A Hero Lives maybe once a duel usually. Very rarely will I use it more than once a duel. I usually run into more ways to get out Shadow Mist and get my plays going before I run into A Hero Lives, and I like it that way. I don't really want to open up A Hero Lives and then cut my life points in half right off the bat. It's just not a really smart thing to do, so I only run 2. That way I see it if I need it mid-game, but if I don't, then I'm good. So only 2 A Hero Lives. And then I run 2 Mass Charge to recycle back my Mass Change and a hero monster from my graveyard. And then I run 2 Forbidden Lance to protect Darklaw. Run 2 Miracle Fusion to kind of get yourself back going if your field gets wiped out. Banish from your graveyard to summon a Elemental Hero monster from your extra deck. And then I run the 1 Rhoda and 1 Raigeki. And that does it for the spell lineup. Moving on to traps now. I run 3 Call the Haunted to keep my Shadow Mist in play and keep going into my Masked Heroes and searching out my Mass Change. And then I run 2 Mirror Force and 2 Fiendish Chain to protect my Darklaw. So that does it for the main deck. So I'm going to move on to the extra deck now. Me personally, I run 3 Darklaw. I look at it as, you know, he's my main focus of the deck, so why would I run less than 3 of him? I don't know, because he's my main play. So I need 3 of him. It's really, really easy to overuse your Darklaw and go into him too quick, and they have an out to him, and then you lose a Darklaw, and the 3rd Darklaw just kind of helps with that. If I do get really ahead of myself and bring out Darklaw too quick and they bottomless or something and then it's gone, the 3rd Darklaw helps out with that. And then I run 1 Anki. He can attack directly and he's a pretty big beater. One thing I like to do with him is to save a Darklaw. If they attack into him or some kind of effect happens and I have a Mass Change set, I'll activate the Mass Change, change my Darklaw into an Anki, and then the effect that was affecting Darklaw does not affect Anki. It's just the ruling of Mass Change, and it's really cool to do. So Anki's just a really good card to have. And then I run the 1 Koga for Alias. I run the 1 Acid, the 1 Dian, the 1 Elemental Hero Absolute Zero, the 1 Elemental Hero The Shining. And that does it for all of my hero fusions. Let's move on to the rank 4s now. I run 1 Blade Armor Ninja and 1 Excalibur for the OTK. I run 1 Castel, 1 Dark Rebellion XYZ Dragon, number 101, and then a Heartland Draco. And that does it for the deck profile. I don't have a side deck for the deck because it's really, really hard to make a side deck for this deck. I mean, you could do it, but honestly, I think it kind of messes with the flow of the deck for this deck. So I didn't really build a side deck for it. It's already anti-meta, so I just kind of left it like it is. But that is the main and extra for you guys. And let me know what you guys think down below. And like and subscribe. And until next time, Shadowlaw signing out.